Is it working? It is all working. Everything's working. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome along. Welcome to Wednesday night. Wednesday night with the whiskey. Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Nice to see you. Back on Shellbrook for some more fun here in the multiplayer. And gosh, things are moving. These guys aren't messing around. We're representing the Farm Sim guy today. Farm Sim guy's hat, just to mix things up. And we've got Mr. Superman Horsch here along with Scott and Hanson helping us out tonight. So there is the four of us. Going to tackle, I think, I've got some soybeans over the road that we're going to get into. So that is the main plan for tonight. But welcome along. Chinook is here having a beer. Hanson, hello to you, my mate Shane. Good evening. Welcome along. Heath, good to see you as always, mate. Welcome along. Victor, good morning. Nice to have you here. Altoona Gaming, tuning in at 2 a.m. in Iowa. Well, lovely to have your company, Altoona. It's been a while, and thank you very much for that $1.99. You're very generous. Thank you, mate. Nice to see you. Aussie Dan, welcome along. Good to have you too. Lots of time. Scott, you're in the server with us, but nice to have you here as well. And Yoren's tuning in. Morning, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, so what is there to say? We've got grapes and olives, so those have been planted. We'll go and have a look at those soon. We've got a field of potatoes, so it's a grass field with the strips of potatoes. It's quite cool. Sugar, the sugar cane we planted last week's growing. Lots going on, but we do have, just jump across here, 27's our job today. We're going to harvest that. 39 up there is ready to go as well. So we're just really going to get into some work. Production side of things are just ticking over. Must have some greenhouses somewhere because we've got some strawberries. So getting into just about making cake, aren't we? What are we missing? Butter and milk. So we're only just getting the kettle up and running. A little bit of, well, we've even got wood going in. So a few things there. But we're starting to think. Just got some things coming in here. So furniture, pallets, clothes. So we're already starting to get some things in there, which is pretty cool. So things are starting to tick along, which is nice. So I guess we're going to go get into it. I just want to go and show you this field around the back here where the grapes are. Those guys are very, very noisy in my ear tonight. So yeah, olives, very cool. And grapes, and I think I've said them a number of times. I haven't actually done many grapes or olives, so it'll be nice to get in and have a go with that at some stage. Mrs. Professor, hello. Pleasure to see you as always. On lunch at 2 in the morning, 10 minutes left. Nice one. Oh, good to see you, mate. Pleased you're able to tune in. Just done on the dentist and now you're way to a project. Lucky you, Yoren. Lucky you. Didn't get 4 wickets sadly on Friday. Ah, that's right, Heath. I know you said you weren't feeling too good. Hopefully it worked. Hopefully next time. Right, let's go and find. That was a combine or something. Looks like Chinooks. Chinooks in the class, which is fine. I wouldn't mind taking the New Holland for a change. We used the, well, what did we use last week? I can't remember now. Let's jump up in there and get underway. The soybeans, soybeans are actually going to be good because I can set a lower cruise control and not going to fill up too quickly. And I can focus, hopefully, on getting a bit more of the tractor built because it's starting to take shape. I'm getting very excited about that. Multiple reasons. I want to get that finished so I can move on to the next one. But I just want to get it finished and play with it and see how the remote works. Hopefully I don't have to pull it all apart to get it functioning, but we will see. We'll find out soon. You'll be jumping on soon, TJ. Nice. Thank you. You're a swimming carnival on Friday and you're playing cricket. Interesting. Well, that'll keep you busy. I know what my problem is. I was talking to Hanson the other day and I turned him up, so I'm just gonna fix his volume because he's loud in my ear. There we go. That makes more sense. Right. Get that disconnected. Get that unfolding and we'll hook up and get going. hold that up. And we'll see what happens. Alright, look at that. Just like I bought one. Momentary little bit of lag, and then we're good to go. Right. So we'll be taking the soybeans. A lot of those are going to the dairy by the sounds of things, down to the dairy production to make the soy milk. That sounds like what we're going to be doing for this one. I'm just looking at the field now. I'm going to figure out which way is the best way to do GPS. What do you reckon? Probably best way is there, because even if you take that bit off, it's still longer that way. This means there'll be a couple of narrow bits that way rather than that way. So I think we'll do that. G'day Mark, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Actually, we're 14% ready, full already. That's that was pretty quick. We should take a moment to acknowledge this straight line Chinook's managed to drive so far. It's not a regular occurrence, but we will enjoy it while we can see it. That's all up and underway. Second week back at school and you're already into swimming. Yeah, my boy's only been at school for 4 days and he had athletics preliminaries today. So there's no rest for the wicked, straight into it. Hey Farmer Sim, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. Are you here for the gaming or for more tractor building? I'm going to get into that soon. I'm going to try and get this field opened up, and then once we're on some good GPS roads I can focus on doing that with. It's the plan anyhow. I'm intrigued if people have picked up. It might be more of an American thing. There's been a lot of drama if you follow Facebook groups and that from Farming Simulator, particularly around mods getting leaked off modders' Patreon pages, which I think is just a tad funny. It's I got to admit, I have very little sympathy for them. It's always going to happen. If you're going to put mods out there that are unfinished with people you don't trust, and you're just giving it to them because they've paid a certain amount, you're running that risk all the time. And to me, it's one of the biggest reasons that whole paid testing model just doesn't seem to make sense. And there's been some interesting commentary around it from some people around the fact that people are selling mods and making Patreon accounts that are worth more. It's costing people more than the value of the game, which to me was actually a really interesting insight. I hadn't really thought of it from that perspective. But yeah, it's been interesting following that. So, I don't know. That's why we try and support all the good modders who make things available for free and easily accessible. And if they want to do something like FarmSim Tim has done with the with that wonderful conservation agriculture mod we looked at and we did the video on yesterday, guys like the way he's done it. I think is the perfect way. It's a script mod. He's released it on GitHub. It's freely available. Like in the time since I have had a copy, which has been about 3 weeks, he's made about 4 iterations to it, and each one's just improved it through testing that other people have done, some feedback I gave him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You like a bit of drama first thing in the morning. It's storm in a teacup type stuff. No disrespect to these guys, but I always have to remind myself, Farmer Sim, and you're probably in a very similar position to me, that a lot of these people doing this are of the younger generation. So it'll be interesting, their attitude to it and why they're doing it is probably a whole lot different to why we do things. Say lovey, each their own. what life's about, eh? Learning lessons from your decisions, your choices, and all of that sort of thing. BC Bueller's just released a 50-foot diamond disc plow. He's definitely put a video out on it, Shane. I don't know if it's available. I got the impression it was going to go through ModHub, but as I think most of BC Bueller's stuff has, but he may have released it. But yeah, it's a good looking plow actually. Shane, I saw the photos of it today. It's pretty cool. Screenshots, photos. Who's excited about the AFS 11? Was it AF 11? The Class 10 case combine, the twin rotor beast, to rival the X9. And the Fendt, what is it, the 11T's the big one? Or the CR 1090, is this the big version? Or if they don't, it's an 1190, isn't it? The New Holland 1190? Can't remember, but it's a beautiful looking machine from the photos they released today. Yeah, it's a beautiful machine. I'm looking forward to hopefully someone bringing that to Farming Simulator. Maybe one for the custom modding team. Oh, there we go. I've heard there are people posting screenshots claiming it's from the new Farm Sim game. I think it's on TikTok, so take that for what it's worth. I've heard that there's someone doing that. Until For Giants have announced a game or anything like that, I'd take that with a grain of salt. Someone just trying to take all the clickbait. This is Professor. All that is. That's in my humble opinion. That's all that is. Right. Yeah, I'm going to stand next to the new CR11 at Llama. What a thing. Yeah. I was actually surprised to see the big combines in the UK at Llama. To be honest, Farmer Sim, I thought they might have been a bit large, but obviously not. Hey Jason, how you doing? New combine models for 25. That's right, isn't it? Well, the X9 was, Giants made the X9, so hopefully they carry on their partnership with Case and we get to see that. How you doing, Grant? Good to see you, mate. Welcome. All right, let's just pop that down there. G'day, Bo. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you as well. Hope things are all good up in the Naki. You're not getting dragged in too often doing work. I'm practicing chants for this film carnival. Good work, Heath. Got to get in there and motivate your, what do you have, houses at school? Your clubs, houses? Got to get in there and support your teammates. I was surprised to see the big equipment in the flesh. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I remember had the pleasure of seeing a X9 recently. Not X9, what am I talking about? 8RX. That was pretty cool, and it was only the smaller one, the 410 I think it was. But yeah, that was a beast. Ooh, Chinook. Trying to take me out. Worked until 6:30 tonight. It's a bit of farm sim for a rest, eh? How straight's the edge of this field? I think she looks pretty bowed. I think it must have just missed a bit, Chinook, because if it was full, it would have turned your header off. Just a bit of terrain. Rough terrain. Right, let's see if I can get this set up. I am going to do this using the old AN heading and set my heading at 90, which should be straight up and down. Go with that to 45. Let's see. Got a line now. No, hang on. Straight up and down 0. What am I doing? Alright, there we go. Chinook's just picked up that when you're next to a trailer, there's a mod installed, which shows the trailer you're next to. So it's literally a mod we've had for a while. He's only just picking it up. Right, let's have a quick look here. I'm just going to bring that up while we're on some cruise control and GPS, and it's not what I wanted. Alright, there we go, that's better. Let's go to Lego. Oops, I just lifted the roof off. That's not a good start, is it? Goodness. Where did all these pieces go? Wasn't very clever, Argsy. Not very clever at all. That went on there like that, like that. And that was in there. Uh-oh. I'm breaking my Lego. Oh. What's happening? Not smart enough to figure it out. Although there is, if it's on the internet, it's true. I agree. Right, what Chinook's doing? He's having struggles. He can come back and tidy that up later. What have I gone and done here, team? Gonna have to figure out where that bit just came off from. I don't think it was like that. That doesn't make any sense. Alright. See if we can find some instructions. Go back a couple of steps. That's always the best way to do it. There we go. That's the bit that I was just working on that I've just broken. So let's try. I unclip those. Oh no, Argsy's having a mare. What a way to start the Lego building. Not a good start here. Trying to wreck everything, Scott. Trying to wreck everything. How are you, Dazed? Good to see you, mate. Floyd says good night. Good night, Floyd. Rest well, mate. Rest well. That goes back there like that. No, other way around. Just on those sides. Ah, there we go. Is that it? Yeah, there. That's it. Right. Alright, let's go and turn around before we get in trouble. Actually, I might unload here very quickly. Get close enough, right. From what you've read, the cloud's plan for cross-plan should be available soon. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Didn't realise it was a deconstruction string. You never know what you're going to get when you tune into me, Dazed. Never know what you're going to get. Right, Chinook's going off that way, which is just fine. I'm going to carry on my GPS. You can go up the other end and start working up there or something. Make a mess of that end of the field. Give me the long runs. Yeah, I'm good, Days. Good, thank you, my friend. You're getting a lot of spud planting done by the looks of things. You and Tate have been hard at work on the oaks. I saw you all parked up in the field up behind my farm a little bit earlier. Alright, let's see. Right, crisis averted. Lesson learnt, don't pick it up by the cab. As strong as you think it is, don't pick it up by the cab. Right. Happy days. So I think we're now on to doing this piece here. I'll skip back through to where we got to. Right, we're here. So I think if we leave that parked right about there, still give you a view of it. You can see the front. Excellent. Let's try and figure out if there's a better way I can have the camera so it's on a more of an angle or something like that. I'm not sure. Just rolled out of bed, so you're just waking up. Ah, living the dream, Days. Living the dream. So I think I've managed to get everything out that I need. There's not actually that many pieces in this current set, which is good. What else we got? That. That. Field days next month. I know, Bo. It's coming around quick already. Coming around quick. I've always wanted to. I've never done anything about it, but I've always thought about like getting in touch with a tractor supplier or something and doing something with them. Yeah, I thought about doing like a live streaming the whole event but playing Farm Sim at the same time and having a little multiplayer server set up so people could come and join as I'm going or something. I don't know. There's a little bit out there to be doing that. Not sure. Right, that's that first part done. Now we got 2 and 1. Those look like they're the right length for what we're doing. 16 hectares done so far, Dazed. Nice. Should be around 30 when you're finished. Lose a bit on the headlands. Right. Well, that's a good effort. I noticed actually, I was having a look, there's a few contracts around there. Fields have been got, well, there's a few NPC fields which have got, whatchamacallit, potatoes on them. There's 4 or 5 from what I noticed. GPS bug. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you do with those. Maybe I'll pick up a contract for maybe I'll pick up a contract for some potatoes and sell them to you. Chinook, mate, thank you very much as always for those 5 gifted memberships. Hanson picking one of those up. Scott getting one. Heath. You go, Heath, you're now a channel member. Grant and Farms and Bob. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Alright, and that goes underneath. We've got 4 on top. Mr. Grain Cart Driver, I am 75% full. There we go. So that clips onto there. So Right. Those are red, aren't they? This is just a little air filter or something on the front. 88% full. Good timing there. Coming in clutch. There you go, that goes on the front of there. What do we next up? A 3. I saw Eric Trax, who's created this tractor, he released some more photos of the Lexion class branded combine, which is actually going to have class decals and everything in it, which is pretty cool. So looking forward to seeing that. 5 and 1. Which way do they go? That way. Oh, interesting. Why do we just... wonder why you'd spin it around for that. Everything's being done one way and then you rotate it around to do this. What a bizarre little decision. I would have kept the instructions all rotated the way we were. It doesn't really affect anything. It's not for that stage. Right, another row done. Not sure if I'll be able to pick them all up as I need to get the manpower to harvest, or the weaker harvesting would be unrealistic with people's time. Yeah, all of them might be a bit of an effort, mightn't it? But it could make it a good fun server activity like last time. Right, that's manual. So we're 2 of 3, so we're 3/4 technically. Technically, I guess we're 3/4, 2/3 of the way through because we're just getting into this, but let's figure it out. One, two, three, four. Well, there's a fast truck. Hanson's in a hurry to get somewhere. That goes across. Looks like. It'd be nice. See, these are ones where I'd actually like to see the piece put in place so I could figure out exactly where it was. Floyd told most of the dealers about you last year. One of them claimed he'd heard of you. Oh, there we go. Maybe I need a bit more merch this time around. I might figure it out. Try and get a little bit more organised with doing some videos there again this year. That was a bit of fun. That and that. You'd like to try to remod some of the Riverbottom Customs grain bins with permissions for private use and reshare back to RBC as a thank you. Mainly modding the general layout and silo top conveyors. That'd be interesting. He's his stuff's pretty cool, eh? Especially his grain bins. But that map's really, really nice. I'm pleased to see FSG doing some work on series on that. If I hadn't picked up Tahitian, I would have jumped at it. Yeah, 8 of those. Alright, that looks us sorted there. One, two, three, four. What sticks these together? They're kind of just floating around doing nothing. And that doesn't actually make them stay together. A funny situation. I don't think I've ever built a piece that doesn't want to be one piece. There's nothing actually to hold it together. That's weird. Alright. Those are all there. I can get them on there. There we go. Done. Right. Even better this year with some more planning time. Going to make a schedule where people can... Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be cool. Try and get it to work over a week or something. Have 24/7 potato harvest going. That'd be pretty cool. Can't wait until the Olympics. Heath, what's your favourite event? What do you like at the Olympics? Oh goodness. I think I said this last week, but I love this stage of building a set, because everything just starts to take shape. Like you can start to see why these little cutouts, little notches were all made in here, just for those to go in. And it's not as fiddly, and it's more big pieces, and it's getting things like making progress. It's pretty cool too. Let's throw that there. Throw out the auger. Funny how they're missing that C11. It's missing the little dome off the air filter. And it's also, that's quite funny actually, see the end of the cab, end of that, the front edge, where this is black from the instructions, is red on that one section. I wonder if it's around the wrong way, because this is all red at this end. I'm intrigued now. Oops, there goes my air filter. I'm incredibly intrigued with that actually. I want to look at the where we can go. Let's have a look back there. Oh, so you can see the front there. It's a bit hard to see because of the way I've cropped it, but the front does show black on this one. So interesting. Yos, you slept in. So soccer, football. It's football, Heath, not soccer. Football. Gotta go crack on with the morning jobs. Just want to drop and say, hey, have a good one. Cheers, Farmer Sim, mate. Nice to see you. Hope all is good. And yeah, definitely... hopefully find some time to catch up with one of your streams soon. Off for a bit, got children to throw to school. Enjoy the stream, hit that like button. Pictures of you throwing your children at school. What's going on there? Okay. Okay, there is a combine down there doing something. Gotcha. Good morning, Victor. How you doing? I think you'll find us changing. Won't stay soccer for long. Won't stay soccer for long. I should love it. The kids love to be thrown. Yep, not quite what I was visualizing when you said you were going to throw them, but I agree. I went with my boys down to the football yesterday. Wellington Phoenix played Central Coast Mariners. It's top of the table clash. It was kind of cool. Take the boys to that. A bit of a dad and son's day out. I've left that without any sound for you. Shot put. That's it. Just tuck her into your neck and just give her a good throw. Don't be shy. Another one of these funky build it upside down type deals. There you go. That finishes off the nose quite nicely, didn't it? It's going to stay that way, you reckon, Scott? 112. I'm trying to remember when we came over to the football tournament what they called it. Did they completely ignore saying football or soccer at all? Yeah. It's called the Premier Invitational. I thought it was the Premier Invitational. I'm sure it was Australia's leading football competition. Age grade football. Can't remember. Or is that just because of the Victorians and their Aussie football, AFL? I know, actually, Grant, you were here before, mate. You're into your V8s, aren't you? What do you make of the whole Erebus Motorsport Brody Kostecki dramas that's going on at the moment? Or have you given up on following that? Right, I just need to hide the chat for a second to be able to see that. That goes like that. Okay. Right, I can bring you back now. AFL equals aerial tiddlywinks. I've got to admit, I'm quite a fan of the AFL. I do enjoy it. It's a fun sport to watch. In fact, I went when the Wellington Stadium opened in 1999. The first ever nighttime event was an AFL match, an invitational AFL match, which we went along to. Look at that, we've got a steering wheel. Brum brum. Yeah, it's even adjustable, depending on how tall you are. They say football, the general population automatically thinks rugby or AFL codes of football. Fair enough. Rules make no sense. The rules are a little bit of a struggle. I've got a mate who's a big Richmond fan. So I often talk to him about it. Meanwhile, everyone else is going, what are you talking about, Aussie rules? Seen a little bit about it, but being Erebus haven't taken much notice. Fair enough. Fair enough. Made for some interesting drama at the start of the season with sponsors and whatnot. Jumping ship. Oh, look at that. We're making the front grille. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a couple of lights. I go on down the bottom. speed racing to get done before we have to turn around. I'm not going to do it. What I reckon, I'm going to run headlong into Chinook here in a second. Oh no, he's alright. He's behaving himself over there. And I'm missing it just a little bit. That's right, don't hold it against me. Man, we're mowing through these pieces tonight. It's great. And I'm jumping the gun all the time. I'm that eager. AFL's crap, I'm an NRL fan. It's true and through. Fair enough. Let me guess, that's the different states coming through. Scott, because you're in Queensland, aren't you? Argsy rules. Auskick, which is AFL for kids. Yeah, okay. I would love to have played it, actually. Oops. Americans have the finals of their national, but they do, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to watch it, because it doesn't coincide with anything I can catch up with. Am I building a new kitchen appliance? Do you reckon? I don't know. What are you going to cook with that? It's got some nice flat bits for them pans. It looks a bit like your frying pan for your pancake. Consumption Formula 1 dramas held your interest more than supercars. Yeah, well, that's been an interesting time, isn't it? Isn't it interesting to see what's going to happen with Mr. Oh goodness, Mr. Red Bull. Can't even think of his name right now. I'm just mind blanking everywhere, trying to think of too many things at once. Horner, Christian Horner, thank you. Mr. Horner. Thank you, Yoss. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes out of that. Do I roleplay style play on some of my videos? Java mugged. I do a little bit. I have a little bit. The new series in Tahitian County has a little bit of a roleplay element to it. We have been asked to come and help Uncle and Auntie on their farm, which has been struggling. So we've introduced, or trying to help them rebuild the farm a little bit. So that is one we've got a little bit of roleplay going on. Right, that's... oh, that is there. But yes, it is going to be interesting to see what happens with that Formula 1 stuff. Word is, it sounds like he's going to leave. Or be pushed. So it's obviously a pretty serious concern. So you were in New South Wales, but you... okay. Moved to WA, unfortunately. I don't know who this Taylor Swift is, but he sounds fast. Taylor Swift is the collab that you need, Bo. I think you should open for her if she ever does a gig here in New Zealand. I could just imagine it. Just switch to PC style play, so I'm getting into it. It's nice. It adds a cool little it's nice to have a story. I think the game you get boring or dare I say too easy if you didn't have some sort of roleplay story, set yourself a challenge type thing. That's certainly what's kept my interest, is coming up with different ways, different ideas of how to play it. So good on you. Good on you. Goes there. Here we go. That's the first one. Where are we? Nope. Played at halftime at an AFL game in Sydney at the Sydney Cricket Ground. The Swans versus the West Eagles, and West Eagles are from Perth. Nice. That'd be a pretty cool stadium to play in front of. From California, Java Mode. Nice. Wow. Nice to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the stream, and if you do manage to catch some of the videos and content, hope you enjoy that as well. It's always nice to meet new people, particularly from all over the world. It's honestly one of my favourite things. Why have I got a hole in there? Because I've used a short one, not a long one. Again, that's what she said. It's not one, it's another. See if we can get that bit in under there to pop. That's what happens when I don't pay attention. Alright, there we go. Speed up. Where's the other bits I pulled off? Oh, just that bit. That bit, and then this bit which fell off. Don't know any of his songs, but you take the gig. I would sing you some, Bo, but I'm not going to subject anyone to that. You like the play better and the console's limited. Oh, absolutely. I'm exactly the same as you, Java. I came from console. That was my first experience with Farm Sim, and I have gone back to console. I have played again, but PC's where it's at. So many options. Good afternoon. Oh, sorry. I'll start again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you too, Pozox. Good to see you, mate. Welcome along. BBL government piece to fill in her. I think the way F1 rejected Andretti was very harsh, and I hope it turns around and bites them in the you-know-what big time. Absolutely, I agree. I haven't followed that too closely yet, Grant, but I do know, I read a statement that they released today that they are going to try and enter some sort of dialogue, which should be good. You know, they deserve to. I think you can't question Andretti Motorsport's history in motorsport in general, so fingers crossed they can sort that out. One, two, three. Look at that. How good does that look? It's really starting to take shape. They didn't know he has a successful cut for exactly, Mrs. Professor. That's exactly right. Like, it's almost, when you look at what Formula One has allowed in previously, I guess they're being a little bit gun shy, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there's certainly some pedigree there that deserves some sort of acknowledgement and recognition. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it resolves itself, because I think it'd be a great addition. I think it'd be great for the sport. Considering they're trying so hard and putting so much effort to expanding into the American market with, you know, Vegas and Miami and all of those different events. You know, they need to sort that out. Who knows what TJ's doing, Heath? Who knows? Gonna try live stream yourself, just need a couple more pieces to get the PC up. Good luck, mate. Just do it. Just jump in, crack in and do it. It's good fun. And just do what you want to do. Just do what you want to do. Like me, I'm building Lego. And a bit of lag, but we'll worry about that because we're getting this put on. You got to earn the right to have a go on the grain cart, TJ. Those who are regularly on the server get first dibs on jobs. Right, stacking. I might have to trade this out for a chrome one. What do you reckon? The grey just doesn't cut it. Ah, Chinook. Ah, Chinook, Chinook. You've missed some, Chinook. Ah. Right. I'm not cleaning that up. It didn't happen because of me. I'm on GPS. Finish playing your field so you can pay attention now. Nice. You could log in and help, Bo. And we need you. We need your help. Right, exhaust. Stack it. There we go. Playing the game and having fun. That's what it's all about. Perfect. That's exactly the right attitude to take to it. Look at that. Oh, she goes in. Alright, where is that? How far in does that go? So, I think, does that go on there? Interesting, I would have done this around the other way and done the stairs, done the cab after I'd put that in, but look at that, and I think, oh, is it meant to? It does. What's up? Oh, how cool is that? That's not going to fold down though. The connections on this is too tight, but that's the idea. Oh, I see this bit here, I reckon that's going to lock it in place. I reckon that's what we're meant to be doing next, is locking that in place so it doesn't actually want to jump up. That's cool. You'd like the Youngster boycott the U3 user. That'd be a way to tackle it, wouldn't it? You're not going to let us in. That's what we're going to do. Right. Let's have a look here. Haven't downloaded all the mods. Ah, fair enough, bro. Too bad that one of the best swimmers in your class is healing a broken foot. Oh well, that's unfortunate, but I think any top athlete or sports person is going to experience some sort of disappointment at some stage, so it's how they rebound from it and come back stronger that will define them, not whether they had an injury or anything. So fingers crossed they can have a successful recovery. Toodaloo. Gonna put the stream on the table and get back to the farm calling your name. Oh, you're addicted. The not Lego is getting exciting to see them more. It looks like a tractor. I know, right? I'm just, I'd quite happily just park up the combine and sit here and do this. Hey T-Man, good morning mate, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Gosh, it must be early for you. What are you doing up at this time? 4 AM for this morning, you couldn't sleep. Ah, oh, nice of you to tune in. Nice of you to tune in. One, 2, 3, 4. I actually have no idea what this part's going to be, which is kind of exciting. Kind of exciting having a bit you're not sure what it's going to be. Hey Oregon Trees, how you doing? Good to see you. Do you know, it always amazes me, you know, I started doing these streams on a Wednesday evening because we were doing farming on Aussie farms, and I thought it would be cool to have a Wednesday night stream which would suit more of the Aussies and Kiwis in the community. But it's blown me away how many people I get from the States, from the UK, everything like that. It's very cool to have you all tuning in. Oh, it's the front bumper. Front fender. Flips on like that. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Front fender. Which means these pieces I have left must build the other side. Playing Iowa Plains View Roleplay Challenge Road to Millions. Nice. That's always a good way to do it. Set yourself like a financial target or something. So this is the third multiplayer server we've had Java. So well, the third that we've set a challenge on. So the first one was Western Australia 16x map, where I set a challenge to harvest 10 million litres of all the main crops that went in the main bins on the farm. Plus we added in cotton. What else we ended up? Straw. Was that all? I can't remember now. But that was the first challenge we did on a multiplayer server, so that took a wee while. Then we've just finished on Midwest Horizons doing a challenge for $100 million without selling any vehicles or equipment or farmland or anything. So we had to have $100 million in the bank. So had to buy extra land to build up to that. That was pretty cool. So we finished that one off, and yeah, here we are now doing this challenge, which is a production focused challenge. So we have a production mod called Packing Facility by Cookie Cat, which is off the mod hub, and he has a thing there where you can build reputation by basically creating some of everything. So the task is to try and make some of everything. That's what we're aiming for, and it's made it a lot of fun actually. Sort of a fresh take on it. Don't think you're allowed to play this early in the morning anymore. Come on, mate, you're a grown man. Surely you can make your own decisions. Kind of snuck in here to say hey to you guys. Oh, funny. Thank you very much, mate. Remember to hit the like button. Yes, thank you, Scott. And there we are, other fenders done. Do you know what? I reckon we are not too many minutes away from putting some tyres on, which is even more exciting. Ho ho. It's the wheels! Does that mean we finished the tractor? No way. Oh, that's awesome. That's exciting. Parental duty's done for a few hours. Cold out though. It's been warm where we are. You'll notice I have the new lime texture because I've replaced it in my game files, so it will work on every map I play on. And I like it. Fields don't look like they've been sprayed with some of Colombia's finest. Argsy, have you got GPS set up on controller to engage and disengage? If so, could you send me a DM in Discord? I do. So I use that button there. I've just mapped it to that one. So that's my engage and disengage, which is kind of handy. But I've got the sim dashboard set up over there. I can use that as well, and I can use my keyboard shortcuts. Right. Do you know I deliberately got the wheels out for this occasion? Let's go to Big Lego, because this is a cool milestone. Ah, they've got the hubs on there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's get turned around. Oh, you use the packing facility one. Mod's great for getting started. Lots of jobs involved with that. Yeah, it's a great challenge. It's going to work out really well for us, I think. Right. Oh. So let's set that up there on its side. Is there a side these tyres go? Looks like it has that little stud facing out. No, definitely that side facing out. So let's try and put that in. And that is the same at the front. Trying to locate that remotely. Let's go, I'm so excited. If you didn't know, I'm quite excited about this. I'd have to go back and check how many streams we've been building this on, but we've been building this for quite some time. Quite a number of streams, so it's my excitement. So that goes in there on that side. Spin ourselves round. So much better having a dull lime texture. I know, right, Dazed? Just put it on blocks like a real Palmerston tractor. Get out of here, Bo. I think you're thinking about Taranaki farmers. Ooh. Go on. I want to do it without trying to have to look. My tyre isn't actually that well bedded. Ooh, oh. Go on. Go on. Ah, humbug. Stop being annoying. I'm going to do this blindly from the wrong angle. Let's try. Let's turn around. We'll worry about it. Oops. Oh, okay. Shellbrook's done that, but probably change and harvest this the other direction because it's a little bit shorter that way, but we're going to carry on like this. Ah, GPS bug. Mrs. Sim Gamer, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry, I'm a little preoccupied trying to get the tractor finished. I can tell you what, there is going to be lots of pictures of this on Discord. I might even have to do a little video of it once it's finished and I've got the remote going. In fact, I wonder if I can go find some batteries for it now. I need batteries for the controller part. There we go, that's on. Oh, there we go. It's the last bit, is that? That side. Done. We're onto the plough next. You stop and focus on the job I'm meant to be doing. I can't believe we finished it. They have me making tractor noises move around the floor. I know, but there it is. Look at that. I'll tell you what, we're just gonna stop here for a second, because if I jump out, I think somewhere, here it is, look. That's it. That's what we've just built. So, let's see what's the best way to do this. Even that's not big enough. It's not going to do it justice, but how cool is that? Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited. So excited to finally have that finished. Yep. Size comparison. About the same size as my head. That's cool. Whoops. Tractor finished. Ah, right. Right. I'm doing good, Mrs. Sim Gamer. I'm proper excited to have finally got that finished and actually have it sitting on 4 wheels, and the fact we can control it. Now he drops it on the floor and smashes it. I know, right? So there's the remote for it. There's actually there's pieces which go on it. I haven't got that far, but I'm not even sure what battery it takes, and I need a screwdriver. So the chance of me finding a screwdriver and batteries and everything tonight. I tell you what, we'll give that a run next week. That's cool. Oh, I need to park it somewhere that it's not gonna get wrecked. Ah, does it come with decals? No, it doesn't, T-Man. Unfortunately, so it's not a licensed. It's not a licensed 1455. It has some slight differences. I don't know if I've shown you. So that one at the back's the set that was originally made, and the one at the front's the ones we've just built. So similar, but a little bit different. Yeah, that's cool. Right, let's pop that back up. All right, there we go. Line up the holes. Video making tractor. I was going to say you have to drive it. Yeah, I have to try. Let's have a look. Actually, I have got pocket knife. Handy dandy pocket knife. Oh, it does work. Let's see what battery. I know where there's some. If it's AA batteries, I know where there is some. TV remote's always got TV remote. I'll just steal it out of there. Hey. 1 minute. Let's go find some batteries. No branded Snickers, unfortunately. It is what it is. Lego Snob Mrs. Bowricken does look cool. It does look cool. It does look cool. unscrew that back up. Let's see. The problem is if I put it on my desk and drive it, it's just going to fall off and break it. I'm a little bit nervous. Let's have a look. Right. I wonder how can I change the camera to make this look a little bit better? Hang on. It's a bit hard to see. You can see my mess in the background now too. Let's see, I think... Is that flashing in there? That light's on. That light's on. We got power. I probably have to peer it somehow. Oh! Ah, look! It's moving! Oh my goodness. How old am I? That's pretty cool. I don't know how to steer it or anything, but that's to figure out later. It's got some. I'm going to have to figure all this out, but there's lots of switches that do different things. I may have even used up all the battery. That might have been all the battery there was. Oh, so the color coding on that color codes to what the controls do there. Well, it's alive. It lives. That's pretty cool. I heard some comments about how hard it was to charge, and I had to agree this is going to be a nightmare to get it charging into, but I think there might have only been a little bit of battery because I can't see it flashing anymore. But it works. That's the main thing. That's exciting. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Right, let's turn that off. Oh, those back on. Let's turn that off. Oh, that's exciting. How cool. What a cool little set. Doesn't light up with the headlights at all. No, T-Man, I was just thinking it'd be great if it had a light set that came with it. Green light was on the controller still. It would be great if it had a lot of lights, but that was cool. Just to see it move. I know, Mrs. Professor. It was very cool. I might actually try and get some decals made, Scott. It can't be that hard. Can't be impossible to get some decals made. Cheap LED, cheap, yeah. It's just there's so many wires in it already. I don't know if I want to try and figure that out too, Dazed. Right. These guys are moving combines. What's up here? Oh, it's Primos. Combine, combine, combine. Right, let's have a look. Right, I think this, where's this truck going? This is going to the dairy production. Let's see if we can find that. Bakery. Ah, dairy, there it is. That's where we're heading. Tag that. The lightsaber has appeared. That's what we're looking for. Need to be. Cheers, Heath. Catch you later, mate. Nice to see you. Have a good day tomorrow. Good luck with your sewing. What about fake Lego, fake printed, fake stickers? I know, yes, we'll figure something out. I'm chuffed to have got that moving, Mrs. Professor, just to know that it's going to work. Is it like a Lego model or something? It's not Lego per se. So the story is that Lego's patent, their 60-year patent, expired last year. So a lot of companies, even though there was knockoff brands, they were able to try and protect their copyright a little bit more. But since then, it's become more accessible or more. It's not illegal, shall we say, for companies to copy it. So exclamation mark set, if I remember correctly, and that'll give you a link to where the tractor is, give you some more details about it. But it's got a reversible plough which comes with it too, which is the last piece we have to make. So we might do that next week and have everything finished off, but be cool. Man, that's not cheap, T-Man. It's certainly not cheap. Great attractor of cats. Always imagine some dude pointing a light down at the floor that people flock to. Yeah, it's interesting, eh? The wiring seemed complicated. I wasn't sure it was going to work. Yeah, we'll see. I'll tell you in a sec. My bot will tell me. That's my corner. Let's take that one. Build! Exclamation mark build. Right, that. Doesn't look like that command is set up. Oh, I see what you did there, Dazed. Classic dad joke. So there you go, case 1455. So now that I've got that done, the class Scorpion telehandler that I've got there is certainly going to be on the list of things to get. Yeah, the complications were real, Mrs. Professor. I think you lived through those with me, but we're there. Alright, where is this the dairy? Let's have a look. There must be a tip right in the corner. Turn in, and let's see. Here we go, there's our trigger. Done. If you thought the wiring was complicated for that, you should see some of the panels you make. Steady on now, Bo. It was complicated from the pact of trying to wire it through. Soy milk. So there we go, that's going into there. So we don't need it for butter, but we do need it. Soy milk and sugar. Soybeans and sugar to make our soy milk. But yeah, nice to have you all here. I haven't really acknowledged everyone being here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you've been enjoying the ongoing Lego build. It's been a lot of fun. And as a lot of you know, I've got a John Deere forage harvester to do next. So we'll get the plough finished, then we'll move on to the John Deere, and in that time we'll see if we can get ourselves a copy of the telehandler. Let's have a look. Where are we heading now? They need us down there? I think they do, because I think we're going to be making some Primos pallets, so I don't know if I can get down from the top part of the field though. We'll forge our own track. Make our own way in the world. Oops. The cruise control's set really slow. Go, crank that up. Oh, it's been so busy I'd almost neglected entirely the whiskey. We're having a Aberlour tonight, which is one of my all-time favourites. It's a 12-year-old single malt sherry cask. It was finished in sherry cask barrels, which just gives it this little sweetness, which I quite enjoy. Had a real life Gin Deer skid steer go past you gate on the back of a truck this morning. It didn't fall off the back of the truck on the way past though. It's a shame. Alright, so I don't think there's any access through here. Nope. Carry on. Right. As anyone who didn't see earlier, we've got olives and grapes underway as well. So Hanson spent a lot of time getting a lovely, lovely looking orchard set up there. So that's going to help with making the raisins and olive oil that we need. Good. Now which way do we go? Through the back. Here we go. Looks like that's the track. Alright, I think we're in the right direction. Did I have to go down further? I did. Bother. You've noticed more JCB tractors in the last year. Looks like they're getting a foothold with some sales. Is that right? I've definitely noticed more Valtras and Fence and a few more Deutz Vars around than there has been recently. I can hear you guys. But yeah, not too many JCBs down our way. Lots of JCB wheel loaders for silage and telehandlers, but certainly not too many tractors around. There we are, look. Found him. There's no hiding from us. A lot of fence for a few years. JCBs are new, is that right? Very good. Right, so who is running the Primos? Go and keep them moving. Scott is. Which side's the auger on? Right side. There we go. Days. Quality sells itself. You're the eternal salesman, aren't you? Right, what's the speed Scott going at? Only 5 or 6 miles per hour. Oh, that's alright, I don't mind driving a truck. I'm assuming Chinook did the outside row around this field because it looks as rough as guts. It's a bit faster there, Scott. Yep. Once we get on some nice straight boats, it'll be easy enough to do this. Figure out which speed we need to be at. We'll get there one day. G'day, Farmson Bob, how are you? Listening away in the background. Thank you, Chinook, for the gift of membership. There you go. Congrats on getting that membership. Nice to see a regular picking them up, which is always good. Rough as a badger's ass. Well, can't say I've ever seen or touched a badger's ass, so I can't confirm or deny that, but that doesn't sound like very pleasant. Enjoy a lot of the thinking that's in them, but I'm also a fan of fence and not a fan at all. Once Scott gets moving with that thing, it ticks along. It's a good turn of expression, isn't it, Scott? Coffee very fine, good Java, but you're going to enjoy it. Is that so? Java mugged, is that the name? Is it Java coffee? Is that where that comes from? Alright, that line's good. Once we're on a nice straight one, we're humming. Goes good. So we've got the, what have we got left to do? So we've got the plough still to make. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Pesky fly tonight. Hopefully not too long. Be nice to get it finished off in the next stream. And I'll try and have a play around with the controls and everything so we can actually drive the tractor next time. I'll see if I can set up a bit, do something with the camera to, maybe I'll just change my overlay so we've got one that's just pure camera and I can, I don't know, drive it along my desk a little bit further or something. Have a bit more of a play around with it. You don't muck around. The tractor set, Scott? Yeah, it's got a reversible plough still to make. Good on you, T-Man. Pleasure having you here, mate. Nice to catch up, as always, you know that. But, yeah, go back and catch some shut-eye. I know I would be at this time of the morning. I'm not a morning person at all, so... The name's because you drink a lot of it, right? Just found out that A-League game you went to yesterday, your nephew made his A-League debut as a linesman. I hope he wasn't the one on the side that I was giving some friendly advice to then, Bo. Give it to the kids to test out for you, they'll find any bugs. Kids don't get to play with my buildings, my Lego, Jason. Usually have a cup in a hand at all times. I'm not quite that extreme, Java, but... maybe caffeine doesn't affect you. I'd have a cup of coffee at that time. You have ADHD. Fair enough. Amazing actually how many people play Farm Sim have ADHD. It seems to be a lot more common than people might think. So it's good to see a game that's gives a lot of enjoyment to you. definitely cured yours while playing Farm Sim, Yoss. Did I catch any highlights of the Six Nations? Not a huge amount of Farm Sim Bob, unfortunately. I saw, what did I say? I saw a bit of the English game and also the Scotland-Wales game. Not really the Ireland-France game, which I was a bit disappointed about. I would have really liked to have watched that one, but we'll definitely be making a point of trying to tune in on it, tune into some of the next games. You did find the inner piece I was looking for a long time. Unrecognized disorder, the compulsion to play Farm Sim all the time. So when are you going to get a PC, Jason? Come on. Come on. Must be time. Come to the dark side. Leave the console behind. The zen of driving virtual tractors. I found that actually it surprised me on Tahitian County. I've been enjoying just getting in and driving a tractor on that one. You do need one. You got one for the young bloke, so at least he's off your back. So you should be looking after yourself first and giving him the console. This truck takes a long time to get going. The console you're on is actually one of his. I'll give it back to him. Give it back to him and say, right, here you go, you can have a console back, I'll take the PC. Total Recall, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Thank you very much for that membership, for continuing that on. Nice to have you here. Hope all is good. Alright. Now if you haven't, I know we've talked about it. I know anyone here is probably not interested, but Logging League, you might be a fascinated spectator. But if you were looking to enter, we are calling for entries at the moment. We're 4 weeks away from the first of the episodes, first of the series, first round of the series. That's what I'm trying to spit out. If you're interested in entering, please make sure you get your name in on that. Great to have you involved. Been flat out at work and running around after all kids. I know that feeling. First week back at school, and my oldest has just started high school, so kind of learning a whole lot of new routines and figuring out what we need to do there, where he needs to be when he needs to be there, and how we're going to manage that. It's a whole different kettle of fish when you've got kids at different schools. We've been so used to having them both at the same school for the last 5 years, we kind of got into an easy routine, so bit of a challenge, but we'll figure it out. Give it back at F3, then pieces. You can't take a console, but a school computer flies under that rule. Fair enough. Catch you later, Scott. Good to see you, mate. Take care. Catch you again soon. Daycare, kindy, and primary. Oh, nasty. Yeah. We live out in the country, like we're 10 minutes out of town, so it's not too far, but the country school our youngest goes to is not that far away, so he gets home before We'll finish this before our oldest boy, so it's a bit of a juggling act. But he's going to catch the bus for the first time tomorrow. The oldest, catch the bus home. Try that out. Goes straight past our front gate, so that's easy for him. And we've managed to, the younger one's been walking home the last few days, which is nice. Yeah, so yeah, we're lucky, Bo. We do get one right past the front gate. So, but he's still learning the ropes on where he needs to be and when he needs to be there. So the whole concept of catching a bus and getting from the bus stop to school and all those kind of things is, we just thought we'd take it easy on him. I drive past the school anyhow on my way to work, so I can drop him off in the morning's fine. It'll be good for him to be able to make his own way home in the afternoons. Oh, Scott's turning. I thought he might have gone straight. Couple of k's up the road to catch the bus. Ugh. You know, we're pretty lucky with that. He should be able to get dropped off right outside the letterbox. For anyone who's interested, who's just joined the stream, I'll show you before the end, but we did manage only 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, to finally finish off the case 1455, and it's a pretty impressive model. I'm pretty stoked with it, to be honest. So I'll show that to you. You can take a look. So all we're left with is the plough. Off to bed, another long day tomorrow. Cheers, Bo. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for hanging out. I have to get you to download those mods and get you in here. One stage you had to drive yours 30 minutes to catch your bus. Oh, goodness. How long is the bus ride from there to school then, Jason? That's a pretty big effort. Chinook's having a few internet issues, so he's logging out and going to reboot. Did I verify the motors before now would be a pun to start? Nope. No, I've thought about that, Bob. I have thought about that a number of times, and I'm just going to roll with it. So we have had it moving. It did move. I don't know if you caught that, but I finished it off. I put some batteries in the controller and it did move. So I'm going to try and get the charger plugged in and get it charging. It runs off USB. So we'll get that sorted and then we go. But yeah. Oh look, if it didn't work, there's very little I could do to get them to work. I don't know what I could do. Fully enclosed units and it's just the connections. So I don't know. If I had to, I'd reverse engineer some bits and pieces out. Am I going to put the plough together next time, Ryan? That will be the plan. That will be the plan. So, we've got, where is it? I think what's the best way to show you? So there we go. Is that shot? You can see there you go. You can see the plough on the back, just there. But that's what we've got to do. Fingers crossed that all works out alright. They only had about 22 k's after a 30-minute bus car drive. Man, I'm looking forward to being able to get in and do some up and down roads with this. This is painful. How are these guys yielding? TJ's... Okay, let's do this. It's while Chinook's out of action. Let's go and run the green cart. Oh, he's unloading straight into the truck. Okay. Gotta go back and watch the rest of the tractor then. Yeah, no, so it's I'm pretty stoked with it, Ryan, to be perfectly honest. And I was pretty chuffed to see it working, get it finished. I do need to spend a bit of time studying the manual, hopefully. In fact, I might just skip through. Just have a look at the back of the manual. It talks about how the functions work. Okay. So yeah, so there's some instructions there. Functions that are on both of those up. So that might have been why it wasn't working. Some pretty cool. Looks pretty good. Hey Carl, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm doing good, mate. Doing good. Just cracked through and got our tractor finished off. Breakfast menu. What do you want for breakfast, Yoss? What is on the menu? Bagel. Hey, Hanson, you reckon Hanson's been working out? He's got those arms coiled. It's like he's ready to strike, and he's puffing his chest out. Look at him, he's a proud John Deere shirt wearer. He's puffing that chest out. Alright, I'm going to do this out into the truck. And then we might come back and drive the truck for a bit. Oh, it looked more like me if my head was aligned with his. Oh, was it? Funny. How's all the productions coming along? They're trucking along. We had a quick look before earlier, but bread's getting there. Well, we've only got the flour, but so we can actually start making bread. But the cakes, milk and butter, still to go on those. So we need to get the dairy up. Furniture being made, so we're getting some furniture, wood chips, pellets out there. Obviously, we need the milk to come through. What do we need here? Honey, raisins. So there's a lot more to do. Tomatoes, lettuce. A lot more here to do with the cereals, ketchup, salads, crisps. But yeah, there's some things in here already though. You can see. Starting to get in there. Foods. So I think we've got the top ones there. We don't have. So yeah, getting there. Making progress, which is good. Why is bread set to selling? Good question, Mark. I wouldn't have a clue. Maybe we don't need bread. there we go. It's exactly what I just said. Hanson's saying we don't need bread. That's what it's set to selling. Don't need it for the production. Right, we'll park that there because then I want to keep Scott moving so he doesn't have to run back to the truck all the time. Let's bring that here. How full is he already? He's already 68% full. Alright, let's go jump in the truck. Hey 5Gen, how you doing? Nice to see you, good morning. Oh, the dance. Here we go. Not much more to do, so that will be 2 fields harvested tonight. It's good. 27 down there done, 39 done. Already started liming, mulching, getting that sorted, which is good. Hey Matt, how you doing? Good morning to you as well. Welcome along. Alright. Figure out where Scott's going to go here. I think we've just been selling these. I don't think they've been keeping them for anything. Just figure out where they need to go. Oh, the cow pen. Right. So apparently we can put them in there, but it doesn't hold much. Alright, so they can go in the cow pen, but it doesn't show up on there. When you're next to the cow pen, it will take pallets, but question, you need to delete FarmSim and reinstall. Is it just a matter of copying your game saves and pasting them again after install? Anything else I should back up? I'd back up my keybinds, your game settings file, and yeah, your save games. But technically, FarmSim Bob, I don't know, does uninstalling a game delete that folder it creates into my games for Farming Simulator? I'm not sure. That's a question I'm asking. I haven't tried, so technically if it didn't delete those, then you would keep your save games, but I'd just back up most of that. What's in there? Yeah, game settings, if you've done custom game settings for your graphics, keybinds, save games, and that's probably about all. Back it up to be safe anyway. Yeah, good call, Mark. Good call. Not in Steam. Doesn't keep that settings in Steam, Shane. Right. Alright. We're getting some straighter runs, which is nice. Oh, okay, going back that way. I'll go and move the combine out of the way for you, Scott. Right, that's going to need an empty, but we'll leave that for later. I think Hanson's trying to bait you, Mark. Look away for 15 minutes and Wild Mark appears. I think Wild Mark's been floating around quietly doing work. It's throwing, oh, retired PC tech, 22 years, nice. Didn't think of keybinds. Yeah, although sometimes, I think we had a conversation the other day, sometimes having keybinds reset is probably not a bad thing. Sometimes you're going to think, as much pain as it was, I could go through and reset those and it'd actually be worth it just to kind of refresh where things were. He's been lurking days, he's been a silent observer. So you shouldn't have actually seen him. It's delete all your mods and go to a new clean install to get your game to run clearly. Shane, I know you had a lot of issues, didn't you? Which way are we going, Scott? Now you're in your free time. Right, to catch up here, we're just about full. 11% left. He's done his chores on the oaks, dazed. He's all done there. Busy telling me he cleared all his debt. It's impressive. Alright, so we'll get this field finished, we'll get this truck filled up, and then it's kind of going to be a little bit of a standstill because Scott will fill up that Primos pretty quickly and we're not going to be able to get this emptied out as quick as we need to, so we'll get this filled up. And then I think it's going to be about 11 o'clock, which would be a good time to finish things up, but I will give you one last look, show you the tractor, because I'm pretty stoked about it. No precision farming that will be strange to deal with, I know, right? It will be a little bit different, but... Where is Scott? Go, go. Oh, there we go. Don't fault with bad installs of mods in the directory files. It's a risk, it's the only downside. Game wouldn't boot with DirectX 12, changed XML to 11, now have blurry graphic issues, mainly with clouds, just going to reinstall, hopefully it might fix problems I hadn't before. Did you clear your shader cache, Bob? Go into your My Games, Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 22, and there should be a shader cache folder. Just delete that. You know, you have. Alright. Worth asking. Kind of a default question for a lot of people. we going to be full by the end of this pass? It's going to be close. 120,000 litre trailer. I think we will. No. 146 litres short. Alright, well, we might as well go and get that topped up. Speaking of the oak, I suppose I should hop on and get ready for more spud planting. Get some work done at least. Drive. Alright, that's obviously us full. We're not going to get that last 2 litres. Oh well. Alright, well that is, look at that. So we're full, just as Hanson's finishing the field. Get on over here. We'll leave this here for someone else to deal with. Set OBS at first with your settings, see if I can get some shots. Nice, mate. Yeah, it'd be cool if you can. Alright. Well, that's us done. That's field done. Well, 2 fields done. So more progress made and everything like that. But I did say we'd have a look at the tractor. So I'm going to try this. Let's go there. I'm going to try something real quickly. Let's try. We can do this. Oh, it's got that filter on it. No, I was going to add it. I was going to add double Argsy. Let's try this again. Right, there we go. That's better. Now I've got a bigger camera, I can show you much clearer. Oh. So there it is. That's the finished beast. So get those wing mirrors out a little bit more. That's what we've been building the last 4, 5, 6 streams. It's been a while. So there's all the back of it. We've got 3-point linkage, everything down there. Very cool. Pretty happy with how that's all worked out. We've got I need to loosen these off a little bit, but the hood will lift up and we can access the front as well. We'll put it up so the birds don't nest in it. But yeah, it's very cool. Very happy with how that's all come together. Let's just do one more check. I am just going to test once more whether I can get it working. See if it's going to drive again. No, I think the battery must be flat because I hadn't charged it, so I'll have a proper play around with that a little bit later on and get things sorted out. But yeah, I'm stoked with how it's turned out. So it's been fun build. My truck's gone. I was standing on a truck a minute ago. Now it's gone. Yeah, it looks good. I'm stoked with how it's come out. Very cool. It's very good. Right. Well, that's us done. We're finished again for another stream. Thank you everyone who has tuned in tonight and for hanging out. Thanks everyone who's given us a hand on the server. We've had Chinook, TJ, Hanson, and Scott all in here. So it's always been, there's people on all the time. It's amazing. It's very cool seeing all the work that's getting done in here. So if you're keen to join, do that. It'd be great to have some more help around if we can. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to be around this weekend. We are going to live stream from No Creek Farms on the weekend and carry on with our row crop harvesting. I am pretty excited to carry on with that. We're going to set up the steering wheel, get the farm stick out. Oh, not the farm stick. What are we going to use? The Hori vehicle control system. Get that all set up and have a play around with that, which will be fun. So looking forward to trying that out again. Otherwise, we'll just be doing what we keep doing. So didn't know the hood come up, but that's cool. Your head is very nice. Look at that. There's Hanson. Should we give these guys their moment of glory? Hang on. There we go. That's our screenshot for next week's stream. Scary, isn't it? Could even go make it really scary. Goodness. Ooh. Scott's eyes, he's not looking too healthy, is he? Those eyes. Right, I've muted them so I can't actually hear what they're saying. They're probably saying bad things about me. Anyhow, you guys all take care. Have a good rest of your week, whatever you're doing. Enjoy that, and I will catch you over the weekend on No Creek Farms, live from there, for a whole lot more fun. Anyhow, take care. Catch you all again soon. Bye.